Alrighty, so the next thing I want to tell you about is Young Living. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the product guide, the catalog, because Young Living spent so much time and energy and thought and wisdom into creating this product guide. And when you get your oils, you are going to receive one of these. So I'm going to go through it with you. And I will post the link so that you can have the digital version in the meantime that yours arrives. And I'm also going to post here on the video as we follow along the pages. So this is the product guide. This is the new 2017 product guide, which I love. And also, just to let you know, I'm in the UAE, and in the States there's a different catalog, and in the UAE there's a different catalog. But this one is universal. The difference is that a lot of the products, especially the new products in the States, like the whole new makeup line and the baby seedlings line, those products are not yet available in the UAE. So if you are here, you probably already know that because you're probably, hopefully, in our UAE Essential Oils group. And if you're not, please join that group because we're constantly updating and there's so many amazing products. And once you become a member, I'll add you to the members only secret group, and we're always updating. I go on as often as I can to do live videos as well. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the product guide. And the first page here is Welcome to Young Living. And this is just a little bit of a welcome letter to, dabble your feet in a little bit about what Young Living has been up to, and just to welcome you to the Young Living family. So the founder is Gary Young, and his wife Mary Young. She's the CEO now. He actually got started because he has an amazing story, and so he has been a farmer and a logger since he was young, and he's lived in the country, and he had a logging business before he got into essential oils, and he was in a logging accident. He broke his spine and a bunch of other bones in his body, and just was really beyond modern medicine's help. So they told him he wasn't going to be able to walk anymore, and he did not accept that as an answer. And so Gary Young began his journey into natural alternatives, and he found essential oils on that journey. And so traveling different places and finding out how are the best traditional ways of distilling, and adding that to modern technology, Gary Young created Young Living, and the first distillery was in Utah, and the first farm in Utah, and then they just grew from there. And then he met Mary Young, and they got married, and they started it together as well. So Young Living, Gary Young and Mary Young. And then the next page, you'll see it says our purpose, our vision, and our mission. So you can read that on your own time. I'll just give you the little gist. So Young Living's purpose and vision and mission is all about lifestyle. It's not just an oil here, an oil there, a product that's going to make you feel good or make you smell good. It's a whole lifestyle. And how is that important in this world, in this day and age? And many of you are already doing it, eating better, buying food that's not full of pesticides, choosing to eat a healthy, holistic diet, however that may look like for you, and choosing, herbal extracts or herbs or teas or different things to prevent illness and disease, right? So that's what Young Living is also promoting, and that's what they want for every family in the whole world. So you can see on this page the map, And everything in white is where there are Young Living members and where there's a Young Living market. And you can see in purple the international offices, in blue the headquarters, and in green the farms or distilleries. So they are worldwide. I mean, farms in Hawaii, Utah, Canada, Croatia, France, Muscat and Oman, that's very near here, Australia, and they've recently opened headquarters in Singapore and Malaysia, and hopefully, God willing, they'll open one here in the UAE very soon. The next page here is Young Living, D. Gary Young Foundation. And this is just beautiful to me. It's just amazing. Once you become a member, you'll get emails about volunteering with Young Living at these different places. And so they open up for applications, and you can go and volunteer with them in these places. Like the school in Ecuador, there's an orphanage in Croatia, and the African Hearts Community Organization in Kampala, Uganda. And just look through it yourself. And when you check out, when you order a product or order your kit, when you check out, it'll ask you if you want to round up to the next dollar, and that change will go to the foundation. So it's really amazing, and it's just beautiful to see the opportunities that Young Living is offering the world, and their help that they're offering everybody. Okay, so the next page here is Seed to Seal, and this is really, really important. Our promise of purity from seed to seal. For more than 20 years, Young Living has set a standard for essential oil purity and potency. At the heart of our quality promise is Seed to Seal, a proprietary process that focuses on the 5 most important requirements for producing authentic essential oils. And Young Living is at the top because of this Seed to Seal quality. And it's not just a standard that they hold for their own farms, but also for their suppliers and their co-op farms as well. So first is seed. And why is that important? Well, of course, this seed is going to grow into a plant, a tree, or a shrub, or an herb, and that seed is going to provide the essential oils as well. So of course, from the seed, that's so important. And the way that they cultivate, the soil, the pesticides that they use, that's what we're trying to avoid. And you can even go to the farms and visit the farms and go and pick the weeds on the farms with Young Living. I mean, what other company can you do that with, seriously? And there's so many videos out there showing the members that have been able to be a part of that. So you can go and watch it. Don't just take it from me. Okay, and then the way they distill, okay, so I told you, he went and learned all these ancient practices and brought in people that do this for a living, that know all of this. And the modern techniques as well. So why is that important? Like, can't you just distill it and that's it, you get the oil, blah, okay? No. Every plant and every herb or shrub, every flower needs to be distilled differently. So even from the season that it's harvested or the time of day that it's picked, Young Living takes all these little things into consideration when they distill the plants. Okay, and then testing. So Young Living has on-site testing where they test the essential oils to make sure that all the chemical components are there. So all those parts and pieces that make up essential oils. So it's not harsh, toxic, synthetic chemicals. No, these are real life chemicals, like things that we are made up of, things that nature are made up of, that are there, that have a potency, that have a power, that go into our bodies and do the work that needs to be done. They also have third-party testing, so they send their they send their oils to get tested out to France, and this is where there's a standard for oils. So Young Living sends it out there to make sure that all their oils are at that standard of quality. And then seal. This is really important. It might not seem like it's important, but really in this day and age, people are so deceitful. Okay, and they can easily post things on eBay or Amazon and say that it's pure Young Living oils, and actually this is against our policies and procedures. We cannot post Young Living essential oils anymore. We used to be able to do it on any other website. So I have a blog. I can post a link to Young Living where you can, purchase your oils, but I cannot post the oils there and you check out and buy it specifically from me. Why? Because it's so easy to buy a cap and take Young Living's off, fill it with, almond oil, olive oil, and recap it with that new cap and sell it saying that it's the pure version of Young Living's essential oils. So please beware of that and stay away from that. And you'll be helping out a family, if you just order it from them. Don't be afraid of direct selling. Don't be afraid of people trying to create their side business with Young Living. Okay, so that is Seed to Seal, and there's way more to it. I'm giving you guys the basics. This is a basics class, and I want to keep the videos as short as I can. But there are full videos of each Seed to Seal and the 3 pillars of the quality standards. So just go through these next pictures, these next photos. You'll see the farms. So this is the lavender farm in France. This is the farm in Utah, Whispering Springs Farm, the Highland Flats Tree Farm in Idaho, Skyrider Wilderness Ranch in Utah, and the St. Mary's Lavender Farm in Idaho. And when you go to convention, you can go to the farms and get a tour. You can walk through distilleries. You can have that first-hand experience. And I pray that next year I'll be able to experience that. I'm so grateful for these opportunities. And you can see they have a little description under each photo, so you can see what oils are distilled or what plants are grown there. Okay, so the next one is the Northern Lights Farm in Canada, the Sandalwood Reforestation Project in Hawaii, the Finca Botanica Farm in Ecuador, the Dalmatia Aromatic Farm in Croatia, again the France farm, the 2 Australian farms, the reserve and the farm, the Taiwan Co-op farm, and the distillery here in Dubai. They actually get the oil, the resin of, I don't want to tell you wrong, I think it's sacred frankincense from Somalia, and they bring it here to be distilled here in Dubai. Okay, and then here's the one in Muscat, and they also get frankincense there. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is where they get the sacred frankincense. So the frankincense and myrrh comes from Somalia. Okay, and then on the next page is the Seed to Seal certified suppliers. So here are the partnership principles. The 5 steps that the certified suppliers and the partner farms have to uphold each of these steps to become partners with Young Living. So they have to have established relationships, they have to be up to the Seed to Seal specifications, they have to agree to these legally binding contracts, and they have to agree to undergo stringent testing, and they have to have ongoing audits. So as you can see, even though Young Living has suppliers, they are upheld to these standards as well. And you know, this is just really great because other farms will benefit from this, and we will benefit from it because we won't be missing out on oils. So, what's been happening is that a lot of oils have been going out of stock. So, now there's going to be more oils available because of all these wonderful partnerships. Okay,